Hello, hello, hello. I am back. So I'm gonna dive right into this topic, honey. The word of today is acceptance. No, seriously, the topic of today is acceptance. And confession, I do struggle with accepting things. I do. Ugh, struggle with it. Example. Let's hypothetically say someone did something to me for whatever godforsaken reason they did what they did and how they chose to do it, right? I will internalize that. I will become upset about that situation only because I wouldn't have never done that to you. Why would you do that to me? I thought we were better. And I would question things in my mind and internalize that shit and get angry and get a little bit of resentment toward the person, not only the person, but toward myself. Because it was like, how could you let somebody else back in? And it's a lot that I go through during that phase of somebody like literally doing something to me. Majority of the time, what a person does and how they do it and what they do and who they are has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with them. And for the love of God, I always seem to internalize that, right? And it's only because I see the best in everybody, because it's like, why would you? But I also struggle with, I see the best in everybody. With me seeing the best in everybody, sometimes I don't believe what people show me. I don't. I just see your heart and I gravitate toward that heart, and it does not matter what you do, how you do it. I still see your heart. And in the meantime, it's my heart that gets trampled over in the process. So, with that being said, for me, acceptance is like the greatest gift I can give myself, because it gives me the ability to forgive myself for my mistakes sooner than later. So being able to accept something for what it is and how it is gives me the freedom to be like, okay, I can release this. Okay, that's just how that happened. Maybe they meant that, maybe they didn't mean it. Okay, we're going to let that go. It allows me to let it go. So while I'm on this journey called life, I am learning and discovering and figuring things out as I go along. And this is just a little bit of talk about my struggle with things and how I plan on navigating through this thing called life. And every day I honestly, I want to be a better person. I want to be a better person for myself, not for nobody else, but for genuinely myself. And I speak on this a lot. I also need to learn how to give myself a lot of fucking grace. I do not give myself enough grace like I would give a stranger. I would give a stranger all the grace in the world. But when it comes down to myself, like I say, I'm always hard on myself because I know better. But I am also entitled to make mistakes. Sometimes I make costly mistakes that has everything to do with my heart, but that's how I'm wired. But I got to just be a little bit more careful with that. But life is life, and life is a journey. And I guess I'm going to enjoy this little thing called life,